Hawaii is reeling from one of the worst wildfires in U.S. history, one that has thousands of families suffering from lives, homes, and memories lost forever. Join Safe to stand with Maui. Visit any Safe branch. Donate as little as $10 or as much as you're willing. Not only will you leave as a caring friend, you will leave with a colorful Hawaiian lei while supplies last. You can also donate immediately online. All funds will go to the Valley Isle chapter of the Hawaii Credit Union League, which has provided much needed disaster relief to help Maui residents begin a long process of rebuilding their lives. Let's return the kindness others have shown the Midlands in times of trouble. Stop by your favorite safe branch and stand with Maui.
You cashing it in and you taking advantage. Damn it. Flashback to the pain because all the lies and the schemes. The praying on knees. Lord, would you please switch my heart so that it won't. That's good, bro.
Ain't nothing much, man. We live with it, man. We got Wedgefield artists, one of my bestest friends out here, man. We getting it in. We got Freeza Da Iceman, dog. What is up with it, man? What's up, man? How you living, man?
Still alive.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with that, man.
How you been, bro?
Ain't nothing much, man. Just a little bit about what I got going on. Just figure I start this podcast, I kind of, falling back with the music for right now, but I'm still, one foot in, one foot out with it, just want to start this podcast, because as I get older, man, I care less about social media and stuff like that. So, it's just giving me, just a platform to do this shit, bro. Like, just wanting to do my own thing and, linking up people I know personally and stuff like that, so I could be able to, put a platform out for them and, and just how the industry is and stuff like that, being so money orientated nowadays and stuff like that. I just feel like I want to give back, man. So this is how I'm doing it, man.
That's word. That's what's up, though. Like, you found your own lane and you just carving out your own niche and stuff. You ain't got to do everything like everybody else doing. You just doing it your own way. You got to respect that regardless.
Yeah, man. Most definitely, man. Heck yeah, man. I see you dropped that dead that, I found it on Spotify, and another track too, what's it called?
I think it was what? The other one I think it was what, Short Fuse, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, you got 2 singles out right now, And I believe, back in your earlier stages, because, you was in the group, right?
Yeah, I was. And those were like, when I met them, those were like the first people I met that do music like outside of like people who would mess around with it in school and stuff.
Yeah.
And of course they knew way more than I did. And, trying to link up with them and try to, just trying to work my way through it, and kind of did. And, things here and there happened, different obligations was coming up. And even though there's no group like that no more, I still keep in contact with a few of them, and just, check up on them, see how they doing, and they doing their own thing just like me.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely. One of my favorite tracks, through there, because, got the stuff on SoundCloud and stuff like that. I like that House Party, you did have like an earlier track with Young Soldier called that Snap, I fuck with that, Hey, man, like, when it come to, most of my homeboys out here, bro, like, hey, y'all real, creative with this music joint, bro. Like, I'm surrounded by greatness, bro. Just surrounded by greatness, man. That's one thing I'm grateful about, man. Like, most of my homeboys out here, man, especially who come out the sandbox, like, y'all boys, man, I keep up with y'all here now and then and stuff like that, bro. And hey, it's a beautiful thing, still see everybody out here grinding, I don't want nobody to crash out and lose hope and stuff like that, that's why I'm at it, bro. Just getting myself out there each and every way I can, bro, and trying to help others out and stuff like that,
Yeah, like that's really be one of the main things. Like, I see on myself, like, even though, there's so many different ways to, put yourself out there, especially when we talk about the social media and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. It's kind of it's not necessarily hard. It's just like there be so much other stuff. So there be so much other stuff on there, and most people, they usually gravitate towards stuff that's extremely negative, or especially if you're someone who's doing things like you're like yourself, like creating a podcast or letting out music or anything like that. You may get one or two, likes, comments, people saying stuff, and that may be like the first day or week or whatever, however you do it, and then afterwards, everybody's, on to the next, because most of the time people is just, they supporting people that are pretty much popular, that already been doing stuff and they got some traction, and you want people to support, but at the same time you gotta show them, you gotta give them something. So you gotta continuously give them something. They gotta continuously be sitting here listening and stuff like that. Yeah. It's hard to grasp everybody's attention because there's always something else to listen to. There's always something else to look at. There's always something else to do. So it's constantly a grind, kind of grinding, reinventing yourself, staying up on the things that people like, people want to hear and stuff like that. So it's just constant work.
Most definitely, man. And hey, and it may not be every day, but a lot of y'all real consistent with it, bro. And just that it's artistic levels to this, and the industry and stuff like that. I believe in the next 2 years it'll almost be like a decade, where things just how the industry is and stuff like that, and just especially when it comes to women on the women's side, it just they taking over, and doing their thing and stuff like that, but at the same time it's like, we got to think about, the ones that's gonna come before us one day and stuff like that, like this thing what Glorilla said, like you should be toxic in your 20s or something like that. That kind of blew me. I'm like, wow, I mean, from what I feel, how she got out of, okay, you shouldn't, probably, let people play with you and stuff like that, and just, but still yet, I don't want to go through no more karma, it's just like, shoot, everybody grown at the end of the day, man, so it's like, want to make more wise decisions, and just stay more consistent, when it comes to, hey, I want to be able to see, the ones before us and, and stuff like that, man.
Yeah, because, I mean, nowadays more times than not, everybody's really focused on, like, the whole, everybody's more, how I say, maybe more self-aware of themselves when it comes about their own feelings, their own mindset and stuff like that, there's nothing wrong with that. You need to be self-aware. You need to take care of your own mind. You need to take care and shelter yourself from anything that's bad. But in that same aspect, you can't be so dismissive of someone else's feelings or someone else's way of thinking, because, like, the old school used to tell us, hey, the foot that you might be kissing might be connected to the same, how was it? It was something, but it was that foot you might be kicking might be connected to the same butt you might have to kiss tomorrow, and stuff like that. So it's like, people gotta understand that, yeah, ain't nothing wrong with taking care of your own mind and everything, all that. But you can't be so dismissive of everybody else. Because at the end of the day, in everything, you need other people. You can't just do everything by yourself. Like, you can go as far as you can by yourself doing everything, which nothing wrong with that. Because deep down, I feel like everybody's like that. Like, I'm going to do this on my own, so that way I ain't got to hear nobody come back later and say, oh, if it wasn't for me, you wouldn't have. And then that makes you get real, real mad, because it's like, oh, you act like I needed you? Like, nah, I ain't going to do that. But we got to understand that, look, if I help such and such out, such and such helped me out. Guess what? We can go. So we can do a whole lot more stuff. We could go a whole lot farther when it's just you over there doing your thing and I'm over here doing my thing. We'll get far, but probably not as far as we were to sit here and if we collaborated together. And most people, they say they want to do that, but sometimes it just don't work out like that. And that's just the thing. Like, we gotta be willing. So we gotta be willing, like, not just saying, not just in words, but be willing to sit here and collaborate with each other on all aspects. It ain't got to be just, business or whatever it is. It could be just, oh, such and such not feeling good today. Let me go over and, check up on them, ask them how they doing. Oh, such and such, maybe they ain't had no food or something in like the last hour or two, and they kind of hungry. You said, hey, we gonna go get something to eat, and it's on me. Oh, let me pay you back. Don't even worry about paying me back. That just builds up good relations with other people, and that's the one thing that just in life in general, we all need to strive towards, just having better relations with people, because you never know who you might meet and bless you with, whether it's opportunity or just knowledge that you just never could get on your own.
Right. Most definitely that, man. It's definitely hard times out here, but one thing for sure, man, one thing for certain, hard times don't last forever, man. And, I'm very grateful, through, shoot, relationships or not, associates too, just, everything happened for a reason, and hey, I'm not mad at nothing, so it's like, we wouldn't want to be, too hurt on the past, too worried on the past, and then when it comes to the future and stuff like that, it's not that I want to be better than nobody. Oh, I'm gonna get a better car, get a better looking with this, that, and the third and stuff like that, and just, so much competition, bro. Like, when deep down, bro, it's like everybody we chasing after the same goals and after the same and just want that same accountability when it comes to having accountability, to won't just so much. I say goals. I'm trying to look for a word bigger than that, but like I say certain goals and stuff like that, and it's it just get real frustrating at times, bro. Like, with the music industry and stuff, a lot of the back end work that come to that, which kind of why I do the things I do now. You would think, back when I'm little, I'm a lot more outspoken when it comes to certain jobs I used to have, like I like, get this, bro. Like, I was actually working on a college campus at one point, bro. Really was out there. Like seriously, really was out there, and it's crazy, certain situations like that can really be hostile sometimes too, but and I'm pretty sure people that that's out there, I got no problem not gonna name drop nobody, but I'm pretty sure they understand it and they get it, that a lot of these students out there and stuff like that, they look at these vlogs, they get infatuated by these celebrities and stuff like that and stuff like that, and they forget, man, like like
it's very challenging, because you'll see somebody that you'll see somebody, whether it's a podcast or whether it's doing music, and you see like they got it all together, but you're supposed to see all the glitz and the glamour and stuff. You don't see that, they don't see the behind the scenes, that it took, weeks of preparation. It took whole lots of practice. It took a whole lots of planning. And then you don't know the fact that before they even got to that point, it was a point where they were just in the same situation that, like, say, if you're an artist, you were in the same situation that you were. They were nobody knew their name. It was probably them, and they only had songs that they written in their notebook, or they had it in their phone, and the only people that were singing them is with themselves and maybe a couple of their friends and stuff. And they were trying to get out there, and every time they might play it, one or two likes or one or two plays or whatever, and it's just building blocks. Like, I mean, the only thing now is like social media is kind of circumvented that. Whereas now is shoot, I don't necessarily need to, just maybe go sign a record deal or be up under somebody's stewardship to sit here and make it big. All I have to do is just go to my phone and get on social media, and I can drop the song there, or I can make the video there.
Most
and all I
definitely.
need is just clicks, and so all I need is clicks and plays and stuff. But that's only like the very, very tip of the iceberg. Like the clicks and plays, that's cool. But if you talking about getting noticed by, like, if you want to get noticed or start reaching, new levels and getting to that upper echelon, that's just only the first part, because that's not a necessarily accurate depiction of who's really listening to your music, who's playing your music and stuff like that. That's just saying, oh, such and such like it, or such and such shared it, or whatever. It's not necessarily accurate like that. But they're removed. But instead of the accuracy, it's like I can reach a whole lot more. Like you can have somebody from, somewhere halfway across the world listen to it and saying, hey, I like such and such song that you dropped the other week. And it's like 10, 15 years ago, that wasn't even possible unless you had a deal.
Most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. And I like to say, most of these marketers and stuff like that, because those the guys, that's, they know more than anything, and stuff like that, bro. And I read this on social media, uh, I keep saying this, but I'm gonna keep saying it, because it's true, that most of these labels and stuff like that, they not really checking for guys in the U.S. They looking for guys like making African music and Latin music and something like that. I don't know if you caught on to that or not, but like certain artists, just it's just the same old thing, with the same old background, with the same old story, with the same old flow and stuff like that, and
Exactly.
like,
you can tell, but you can tell that by the way. You can tell that if you're one of those individuals who still happen to listen to radio, like I do listen to it every now and again. You can tell like most of the songs on there, they have a little afro or dance hall kind of vibe to it, and that's taking over. See, that's pretty much that pretty much kind of the wave right now.
right.
And outside of that, you hear, like you said earlier, you hear the female rappers. So it's you trying to carve out a spot for you, and if you ain't kind of moving in the same direction that they want you to move, there's no place for you.
Right. Yeah, most definitely, man. Most definitely, man. And just and like you said, a lot of almost can do everything. Get the iPhone and stuff like that. Make your own videos and stuff like that. It's artistic levels, and hey, guys are pushing it out there. Females, they pushing it out there. And stuff like that in that nature. We need guys like me, things ain't gotta be too money orientated sometimes, like I got this platform, I'm willing to put guys out there, ain't really gotta drop no price or nothing like that, but and stuff like that, I like the music industry, I mean, I grew up listening to it, well, halfway listening to it, but
Exactly.
my mama really had me listen to Christian music and stuff like that, but I really understand all when it comes to all aspects of music and stuff like that, and where people mentality and just, you know, subjects and stuff like that, as you get older, man, you understand, what it takes to really represent yourself and others, and from where you from and stuff like that, it's like how you want to stand out and stuff like that, bro. It's like, I fell back from this music thing, really to just, like I say, do my podcast and stuff like that, and this guy's out here with talent, bro, and I'm with you 100%, so so it's like, where you stand in the music right now, bro. Like you was in the group and stuff like that, and I really thought that was raw. Like I think I remember asking, I wanted to be a part of that at one point, but I mean, shoot, but I mean, you was really that outlet, that could have got things further. And sometimes, when things don't really work out, it's nothing but a blessing in disguise. I mean, it could have been all this time. I probably been better off solo. You probably been better off solo. So it's like, you know, good thing it wasn't really no major fallout like a lot of groups be. So and it don't be no contact at all, and just a bunch of beef and stuff like that, just unnecessary beef at that. And it's like most guys and most friends I may have fell out with, it's not. I mean, it could be them just revealing themselves all along, and it's not nothing really changes. Okay, you like this, I'm gonna go left and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Most definitely,
Like
man.
me, it's like because it was like you say the fallout. It wasn't no nothing it wasn't nothing major. It was just we was all at we just all at different stages. We was all at different stages. Like me, like I was really at the really beginning. Like I used to write back when I was still like in middle school, but it was like nothing like major yet. And then by that time, that's when it's like, now I'm really trying to start to take this junk seriously. They was already, they've already, made songs, or they had other stuff that they was doing. So they had other stuff they was doing, and that's the only reason why. But I still, every once in a while, I'll still hit them up. And one of them, he has his own studio and stuff now, and I still will go to him to record songs, and he does a whole lot more than just doing just the studio. He does photography as well, like you say, just branching out and stuff like that. And me personally, like I know everybody probably feels the same way when it's like you sometimes get down on yourself because it's like you feel you should be farther along than what you are, or you feel I should have this at this time and this at this time, and it doesn't always work like that because life still go on. There's still other things in life that you got to do. You put a majority of your effort to it, to getting your dream and making your dream come true, but there's still other things that gotta get. There's still other things that gotta get done. Whereas with me, it's like, I'm like, I want to do this, and I want this to happen. I want this to happen. I want this to happen. But you gotta be like, look. At the end of the day, if I can live out to at least at least achieve the goal, however, whatever route I took to it becomes almost irrelevant. Because as long as the goal was achieved, that should be the thing. Like I remember when I first started writing music, my thing was like, I want to be like. I said, I want to be like all the people who performing on the Grammys, like performing worldwide. Everybody knows my name. Everybody sing a song. I want to be just immortalized, like when it comes to music and stuff like that. And now, so now when I think about it, it's like, even if I'm not immortalized, even if I'm not on a Grammy stage, even if I don't happen to win any type of award when it comes to music, as long as I can sit here and make music, maybe get some money off of it to take care of the people that I rock with, take care of my family and stuff like that. That's all. I said, that's all. I would love to sit here and say, hey, I would love to be on, the Grammy stage in LA or something like that. I would love to. I would also I wouldn't mind if I sit here and perform for an opening act at like a Rolling Loud concert or something like that, or any other little smaller concert or whatever.
Yeah,
I'd be happy with that too. But that becomes an additive or whatever to it. But as long as making music, maybe if I'm getting money off of it and it's enough to take care of my family and my people, I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
There's no. It has to be this, it has to be that. Because in life, you got to learn, in life, you got to learn too. Nothing's finite, nothing's set in concrete. You got to be able to adapt because not everything's going to stay the same. You got to be able to sit here and adapt, be able to kind of flow with the way things go and make the best and just make the best out of it.
Most definitely, man, and most definitely be content, and always have that drive and work ethic. If things don't take place with that, like you said, to adapt. It may not be with the music, but heck, you got a good job. Got a good mindset and head on your shoulders and stuff like that. You still staying sober.
Yeah, I
Most
mean,
definitely, bro. I'm on that too, bro. Like just staying sober and stuff like that, bro. Like, it was situations where, I ain't had what I had right now and stuff like that, and 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 in that nature and stuff like that, and just me watching what other people go through and stuff like that, and it really just made me humble, bro. Like really just made me humble, and a lot of guys out here, they in the street and stuff like that, bro. Like they literally in the street, I do this podcast right here, just to because I never would have thought, since I'm a little and stuff like that, to really focus on myself and just how I want to put things out there and stuff like that. I say I want to make the music, but it's a lot of ways to really be an outlet when it comes to the things on my mind and how I want to put things out there, bro. So it's like as I get older, I just want to be more wise and just more in tune with my mental and physical abilities and stuff like that. So while I'm young, you heard about that situation with Kevin Hart, and stuff like that, shout out to him, but and stuff like that, but he's still out here, he's still, and he ain't, he's still the same, bro. Like he's still the same, and hey, situations like that, it can be anybody, bro. The situation with Maui, and how it was a desert
mm-hmm.
storm out there, and then it turned to like this tragic wildfire and stuff like that. It
Yeah,
could be anybody, bro.
yeah. That's a lot. It's so much to take in. It's so much to be deciphered, and it's enough to to discombobulate the greatest of minds. It's enough for all that, and
Right.
That's why sometimes you gotta take some time out just to yourself. And it's not I know majority of people, they like, well, you ain't did this or you ain't hit me up in a while. It's not even about not doing that. It's just like, look, nowadays everybody's very, 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 very aware of their mental health, or at least acknowledging it. They're like, look, I need a day just to sit here and just decompress, decompartmentalize, because there's so much stuff. Look, everybody's gonna be dealing with their own set of issues and problems and stuff like that. And it's not to downplay anybody's. It's everybody's issues is important to them. And there's gonna be some days where it's just gonna be like, I just need a day. I just need a little time, or give me an hour or two. Let me be to myself. Let me chill.
Right.
So that way when I come back in any type of social environment, into any type of social setting, I'm not the downer in the group. I'm not the party pooper or whatever. Because everybody's like, well, why are you sad? Why are you upset? I got all these problems on my hand, and I'm not sitting here trying to, not that you're trying to be a burden, but I'm not about to sit here and unload necessarily my frustrations or my, not anger, but my frustrations. Yeah, I'm not going to unload my frustrations onto you because you're not the cause of it. You're not the root of it. It's the other stuff that I'm dealing with, and I'm not about to unload that on you.
Most definitely, man. And it's like, just that authenticity, just that, that realness, I could, like I could hear it in your music, that remind me of that Short Fuse, why you wrote the song Short Fuse and stuff like that, Hey, like that's very relative when it comes to, it's a lot of artists, we gotta make more relative music, and not just, because I mean of course music can be, an outlet to where, you just, want to get out this world and stuff like that, how they say, they listen to music, it's just it's just a way to, it's just they escape and stuff like that, Hey, it can also be they trap too. Well, and if you're not careful and stuff like that, kind of what I almost fell myself into, like this deep trap, man, where I just couldn't, and just, because after I graduated high school and stuff like that, and just, everybody got a different route and stuff like that, and with their associates and stuff like that, and things in that nature, Hey, I'm not upset with it all, bro. Like, hey, things happen, bro. I take heed to some of the stuff. I don't really keep up with everything when it come to this rap game and stuff like that. I really don't, I mean, I just so happen to hear stuff. That's pretty much it. But it's not like I pretty much keep up with it, and it let it obtain my life, and stuff like that. It's like I want different, I want different adversaries, and just different, mo- you know motives when it comes to, just how I want to, branch, yeah, how I want to branch out, bro. It's like the tree in the desert, how I want to branch out, and stuff like that. May not be a lot of people that think the same way, but I still out here living it, bro.
Yeah, that's definitely what's up though, for real. Cause not
Yeah,
everybody, see, you can't even sit here, like you said, everybody has their own route they gotta take. Some people gonna take route A, some people gonna take route B. Some people might even go ahead and make their own route.
most
Like,
definitely, bro.
it's to each his own. That's just how it's gotta
Yeah,
be. As long as you're content with it, that's all that matters. So that's all that matters, and forget whatever anybody else has to say about it, because they're not taking that route. You are.
most definitely, man. Most definitely, bro. Most definitely, man. And that's what it is, bro. We out here with it right now, man. Go ahead and shout out all your social media, bro. Where can we find you at right now?
Yeah. Oh Lord, there's so many. Facebook. Marquise Freeza Man Washington. Check me out. Check me out. Instagram. Freeza 803 Iceman, Freeza 803 ICEMAN. Freeza 803 Iceman. I say shout out. Check me out. Social media. I say lowercase. I say at lowercase L lowercase T underscore FR33ZA. I say street slang Freezer. You already know what's up. I say, shoot, check me out. I say, check me out on SoundCloud. Lieutenant Freezer on SoundCloud. It's just got a couple more. Got a couple more songs in the works. I'm also looking for anyone trying to do features and stuff like that. I'm all for it. Hit me up on my social media. I'm down to work with whoever. I'm coming through, and I'm gonna do what it do. Whatever topic you talking about, whatever song you making, I'll give you my best. I'll give you my best every single time.
Most definitely, man. That's what it is, man. It's been Stand Up Podcast with the Fiji. I got my clothing brand, custom made brand. Y'all make sure y'all be on the lookout, man. This is my dog,
Definitely.
Marquis Freezer Man, man. We out here, Freeza Da Iceman. And that's it,
You
bro.
already
We out here
know.
with it, man. Appreciate everybody, man. Holla at you, bro. Appreciate you for joining in, bro.
Always, man. I holla at you, bro. Definitely got to cop some merch from me. Definitely got to cop some merch.
Hey, everything all free, bro. So all you gotta do is just hit me up, bro. Ain't no price on this non-profit, that I'm just looking out for the community and stuff like that, so I got the, link, gonna put the links out and everything like that, bro. So like, again, it's been a pleasure, bro.
It has been a pleasure, bro. Hey, send it to me. I'll cop some, for real, for real.
All right. Hey, what's going on, guys? Thank y'all for tuning in. Follow me on Instagram, Custom Made Brand, giving out t-shirts, STM Customs, giving back to the community, giving back with a cause. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share. And if you like my product, be sure to support, man. Appreciate it, man. All love. Oh, yeah.